Tonight, Sean Hannity's taking it to the streets.
You know, there's an election coming.
With the election just days away, who knows what's going to happen?
Republicans and Democrats.
Don't know.
I better make my husband vote.
Getting the pulse of America on an all-new special, Hannity on America.
He's one of the most popular radio and TV personalities in America, and I get to work with him. And now Sean Hannity is adding another show to his resume. It is called Fox News Special Hannity on America, and it premieres right here tonight.
Julie, good to see you. How are you?
Eastern. It's so wonderful for you to come in on a Sunday. This is so nice of you.
Well, first, I get to be on your show, which is even better. So thank you very much.
This is the first, actually. So you get to go out there and literally gauge the pulse of America. How cool is that?
You know, I started this on my radio show. We call it Man on the Street Thursday. I do it every Thursday. And I ask people really tough questions. What is the name of the vice president? Who's the Secretary of Defense? Who's Condi Rice?
Right.
In this case, we're 9 days out of an election, and I'm asking people, and we have it on tape, you know, who are these people that want to be in power? What do we know about them? What do we know about their records? What do we know about their past votes? What do we know about what they'd like to do? People like Nancy Pelosi, people like Harry Reid. Even our top guest at the top of the show tonight is going to be Denny Hastert. It's shocking how little some people know about government.
Yeah, it's sad, actually, because these are the people that are putting the elected candidates into office.
Yeah.
So you've got to know your stuff first, and you've got to know who the vice president is.
Yeah, but, you know, you think of the times we live in, the worst attack in American history, you know, if you don't know some of the basic leaders, what does it mean about the future? How do you deal with North Korea? How do you deal with Iran? How do you deal with the issue of taxes? Do you care? And a lot of people. It's very enlightening, so we'll see.
You're talking about taxes. It's interesting. The president obviously made that a key focal point in his radio address yesterday. Iraq taxes. We've been talking about taxes security. What are people more in tune to? What do you think from what you learned?
You know what? I think one of the most fascinating things, if you look at this election, we're 9 days away.
Right.
Look at the issues America's debating now. Do we want to roll back the Bush tax cuts? Substantive debate. Do we need enemy intercepts? Do we want amnesty for illegals? Do we want to build a fence? Do we want to confer constitutional rights to enemy combatants? Real, tough, significant issues. You know, we were distracted for 10 days with, I think, the Foley scandal, which was, you know, trumped up by the Democrats for political gain. Now we're on issue 9 days out. And I think this is healthy for America. There is a great comparison, a stark contrast in how to lead the country and what the future is going to be like. And, you know, very consequential times.
All right. Alan Colmes, if he's sitting at home, he's probably going to be, you know, biting on his bottom lip.
Well, he doesn't let me on his Fox radio show, you know. So.
No, this next answer, because I want to talk about, you know, what these dirty ads, these nasty ad campaigns. We had a caller, I don't know if you just heard her, she said, it seems that the Democrats are actually nastier than the Republicans. Honest answer, who's nastier?
You know, look, I have watched over the years every election cycle. The race card is played, the class card is played. Now I would argue it's the Democrats, always has been, traditionally is. I was very disappointed. Every American, for example, this week got to see the Michael J. Fox ad.
Yep.
I want Michael J. Fox to do well. Everybody in this audience does. And when he says, Claire McCaskill shares my desire for a cure, and then uses the transition, unfortunately, it leaves an impression that is false about, number one, the position of Jim Talent. He does support stem cell research. It is going on in Missouri. It is in the state universities.
There's embryonic stem cell research, and then there's stem cell in federal funding or not. And that's where the confusion is. So a lot of these ad campaigns are misleading. And
that in particular really bothered me, and it became a big controversy, obviously, throughout the week. There have been some other ads that I think are pretty hard-hitting. You know, I looked at the Ford ad in Tennessee that was run by the RNC. First of all, it's interesting because of campaign finance. The Corker campaign didn't see the ad before it ran, can't pull the ad. They want it off the air. They don't want any part of it. But yet, because of campaign finance, they can't do it. I thought it was meant to be lighthearted and fun. I interviewed Harold Ford Jr. earlier this week.
Yeah.
He said he's not bringing up any racial issues involved in that ad, as other people have. So.
All right. Nonetheless, they are entertaining, and I do enjoy kind of watching them.
You know, look, if you love politics like I do, this is Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
And so we got 9 interesting days ahead of us, and there's a lot at stake, and a lot, very different visions, as I said, for the future of the country. So.
All right. Your special coming up 9 o'clock tonight.
9 o'clock. You know, we're going to do some great things tonight. We have, first of all, we're going to have Denny Hastert on. We're going to have the Hannity hot seat. We're going to do our Man on the Street segments. We're going to talk about Cardin's position. He's running in the Maryland Senate race. You know, he's talking about defunding the troops. We'll talk about the Michael J. Fox controversy and much more. You don't want to miss it.
All
9
right.
o'clock tonight, live right here on the Fox News Channel.
Can't wait to watch it. All right. Thank you so much, Sean. All right.